you also get benefits that go along with it. One of the big benefits that comes with it is education. So you have the GI Bill. So for those that don't understand the GI Bill, it's basically, well, as long as you get honorably discharged or other than honorable, if you get like a bad conduct or something like negative, you don't get the GI Bill. So it's a benefit that you receive for serving your country. Basically, you get education paid for 36 months. So basically, you sign up or basically try to gain admissions to any school or any accredited school, and the army or the military or the government basically pays for you to go to school, and that's after you're done with the military. Like currently right now, I'm a Kansas State University graduate student, and I'm going there because the GI Bill is paying for it. But also, while I was in the military, I used tuition assistance, which is one of the benefits while you're on active duty, to pay for my bachelor's degree. So I gained my bachelor's degree from Fort Hays University, also in Kansas, even though I was in Hawaii when I got it. And that was paid through tuition assistance within the Army. So while I was serving, I was able to use money that they were giving me to use for education to get my bachelor's degree. And now that I did my time, got my GI Bill, using it to get my master's degree and possibly start a doctorate after. So it depends on how you use it, and there's benefits that you can gain from it. So the tuition assistance alone on active duty is like sometimes you may get the time to use it, sometimes you don't. It depends on your situation basically. But if you have the time or you have a position that affords you to have that extra time to be able to go to school, use it. It's a tuition assistance, and now it's easier where it doesn't have to get approved by your commander. It's just basically a need to know for them. Like, hey, yeah, I enrolled in school and stuff like that. Because the thing is the tuition assistant is paying for your class. So basically, if you fail that class, you have to pay that back. Same thing, kind of like with the GI Bill. If you're going through the class and you're going to school and you're passing, you're good to go. But once you start failing classes, you got to pay that back, and you can lose some of those benefits. I'm not entirely sure on any other restrictions when it comes to like failing courses, because I made sure not to do that because I wasn't trying to pay it back. Because, like I said, it's basically free money that you can use to obtain a bachelor's degree. Now, keep in mind, you're not going to be able to take full semester courses like 12 classes, stuff like that, but you could take that 3 hours, 6 hours. And you could do that. Sometimes you could just do one semester at a time, just do one class. But that adds up and it's something you're not paying for. And it doesn't take part into your GI Bill once you get out the military. So you can use that. If you do a 20-year career, you can have the military pay for basically most likely your bachelor's and your master's. If you're doing 20 years, the army will help pay for it. Now, depending on the school and the um pricing of tuition, that might mm, change things. So that's something that you have to pay in mind to. But like if you go to American Military University, you could do your bachelor's, and basically the amount of tuition or yeah, tuition assistance that they give you matches what their credit hours are worth. So basically it's like an incentive for you to go to that school, because whatever the TA is paying, they're accepting for that class. So it's never anything out of pocket. All the books are online and you could just use it that way. So using American Military University is a great way to get your bachelor's degree or even your master's degree, and you're doing it on Uncle Sam's time, Uncle Sam's pay. Doesn't hurt to do it. You don't get any housing allowance though. Keep that in mind. It's just basically a benefit that you can use while on active duty, gain your bachelor's or gain your master's, and that's part of the education benefit there. Another thing within the education is also the fact, I forgot to go back with the GI Bill. The GI Bill can be transferred to your family. So that's something that it is a stipulation behind it while you're serving. It's you have to, in order to transfer it over to a family member, you have to sign an extension for at least 4 years. So let's say I wanted to, while I was serving, I'm at year 4 and I wanted to transfer my GI Bill to my daughter, which you can split it to multiple dependents. It doesn't mean it just goes to one. You can split it to multiple dependents. But if I'm at year 4, I would have to sign up for another 4 years in order to be able to transfer it to them. Now, it's not something that you can just transfer it just as you please. It's basically you sign that 4 years, you do those 4 years, then you're able to do it. If you don't do that, you're not able to transfer it over. But there's a different it's called Chapter 35. Once you're dealing with the VA and you're 100% permanent and total, that's a different story where your family can be taken care of also while going to school and then receive a monthly stipend.